Hi guys, I'm going to show you how to make cool centerpieces out of recycled bottles that I had using yarn and just wrapping it around basically to make it look like this. And you could put some incense in them to hold them, and they're just nice pieces to put all around the room, and they're really inexpensive to make. So first, you take your bottle and you want to start right at the bottom. You just take a piece of string. It's easier to start at the bottom than the top. And you just wrap it around like that. See? Just like that. So, if you keep moving along, you'll eventually get it where you have layers, and you can choose different colors that kind of make an ombre. Just like that. Super simple, super easy, and less than $5. So next, we're going to make a sign for this bar that I have created in my room. So we're just going to paint the background using this canvas board and some high gloss paint. So I just tried to start painting from the top and down, and it just has to be one coat because we're going to actually be doing the entire background in some bottle caps that I've collected over the years. So all of these different bottle caps are going to actually be glued on, so the paint doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be enough to give it a nice background shade. And you're also going to need hot glue for this, and you can buy wood letters that look like this at any craft store, and that's what we're going to use to actually spell out the word bar. So you're just going to go down straight and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just the backgrounds. That way when we're putting down all of the bottle caps, there's not going to be white space in between, so it'll actually look like a finished, cohesive piece. And make sure you pick a color that you like for the background, so that way it's all matching with your room decor or wherever you're putting it. For me, it's my room. So just finish it up like this and let that dry. And as soon as it's dry, we'll start bottle capping. See? All done. Next on our list of projects to do, when I actually remodeled another project, I had 2 doors left over and I saved them so that way I could make a wall decoration for my room. I just spray painted this. It used to be wood. Picked a color that I liked. As you can see, it's green. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this middle part that I've already measured out and put it like that and cover it with 2 unique wallpapers. So this one's going to be for mine, and this one is going to be for my boyfriend. It's a little more masculine. And on top of that, I'm going to take these initials and stick them right on there. So it'll look really cool. And what I'm going to do to give it an extra little bit of a glimmer is I'm actually going to put pennies all around the letters. So it's going to look really awesome all at the end. There's a few different components, so you just have to make sure you have the patience to do it. So after cutting out the perfect size for the middle, I covered it with the wallpaper that I had left over from another project. And now I have this awesome insert, which will make it stand out and pop. So all I need to do now is take a little bit of hot glue and just put it on all the edges so that way it sticks, and let it dry for just a little bit. Now that this is dry, I took the letters, which I spray painted earlier, and we're going to put the bottle caps all around, okay? If you don't have to use bottle caps, you could actually just leave it the way it is, and that should be okay. And if you want to flare it up a little bit, that's why I'm adding the bottle caps. I just had a lot lying around. So this is how it would work, and you would just glue it on. Once you're done letting everything dry, you are going to apply all of your bottle caps to your board just like that with a little bit of hot glue, and then you're just going to wait until they dry. And then after they're all dry, you're going to put your letters on here, and I'll just show you the finished product. Here's the finished product, and now you're ready to put it on your barn. There you go. As I said before, we are going to use these as centerpieces for those door hinges that I'm going to use as like a wall art. So this is my initial and this is my boyfriend's, and I just colored them with some metallic paint so that way when I put the pennies on it, in case I'm missing a spot, it doesn't look that weird. So I'm just going to take pennies and glue them all around these letters. And it, you know, obviously you're not going to be able to cut a penny, so just place them where you can place them. Don't get too crazy with being too precise, but try and cover the entire thing. Okay guys, hi. So the last part of it, and it looks like this. Now we each have our own doors. So as you can see, I glued all the pennies to both. I used the shiniest ones so they look the nicest, give it that copper look, and it gives it a 3D feel with texture. So it just came out amazing. So we've saved these doors from an old cabinet that we had, well, that we found, and now we turn them into beautiful pieces of wall art. So really simple, really easy, and really inexpensive. Now that you've seen all three of my easy to do projects, you should go and follow me on Twitter at Thrifty Sue, and you should also follow my blog. It gives you step-by-step instructions on how I achieved everything. Thanks again, guys. Have a good night.